A man who had reached the highest military rank in history was being brought through the prison gates today, handcuffed and surrounded by heavy security, yet a single glance from him was enough. The soldiers' grip on their weapons loosened instinctively. The prisoners inside couldn't believe their eyes, that a 3-star lieutenant general decorated with countless medals could end up in this high-security military prison just because of a single violated order. When General Aaron's personal belongings were being checked, a female soldier hesitated. Inside the old general's bag, there were 2 sets of 3-star insignias. The strange thing was that even the famous 5-star General MacArthur only had 1 such star. The soldier didn't dare touch them herself and immediately called for her senior. The prison warden was a huge fan of Aaron. When they stood face to face, the warden couldn't hide his respect and admiration. Aaron simply nodded. Then, picking up the trophies displayed in the warden's cabinet, he spoke to the officer in a cold, disdainful voice. "Only a man who has never stepped onto a battlefield collects such useless trophies to feed his ego. For real soldiers, these leave nothing but pain and memories." The warden was left stunned. His face fell instantly. All that respect and admiration evaporated into thin air. In a fit of rage, he slammed the books back into the cabinet and ordered Aaron back to his cell. But his mind remained unsettled. Aaron's words kept ringing in his ears. The next day, determined to take revenge, he deliberately gave the prisoners only 1 basket. The situation was manipulated to make everyone fight among themselves. The guards pretended not to see it, and instead secretly distributed weapons. Only when the chaos became uncontrollable was the alarm sounded. The prisoners immediately hit the ground, but 1 black prisoner was a split second too late. This was the moment. The warden ordered an attack. That prisoner was ruthlessly dragged away right in front of Aaron. A strange arrogance sat on the warden's face. He was convinced he had completely shattered Aaron's dignity. But at dinner, that same prisoner appeared again. Aaron's former soldiers explained that the prison mostly used rubber bullets. Yes, deaths did happen occasionally, but every time the warden found some excuse to pin the blame on the deceased prisoner. Aaron had no idea that the warden had absolutely no intention of ever letting him go. One day in the yard, a prisoner suddenly saluted Aaron. Aaron returned the salute with humility. The warden saw this. He had strictly forbidden prisoners from saluting one another. The result was that the prisoner was made to stand in torrential rain all night. He remained standing there until morning roll call. When, exhausted, he tried to return to his cell, the guards stopped him. The order was that he would remain standing there until nightfall. Now, Irwin could not bear it any longer. He stepped forward and began to support the prisoner. Just then, other guards rushed in. Irwin was thrown to the ground and beaten ruthlessly. A loud alarm blared, and the warden stormed in with his men. He warned Irwin, "Don't try to change the rules here. You are no longer a general, just a prisoner." Irwin didn't argue. Instead, he simply recited the prison regulations in a loud voice. No prisoner's punishment can extend beyond the next morning's roll call. The warden was publicly humiliated. In his rage, he used a conflict with the guards as an excuse to sentence Irwin to carry stones alone. Each stone weighed over 10 kilograms. With temperatures nearing 40 degrees, completing this task alone was nearly impossible. But perhaps the warden had forgotten that standing before him was still a soldier, even if he had become a prisoner. Hit like and subscribe if you really love your parents.